What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another one of these facecam talk videos, some gameplay, like probably that way. I think it's that way. I don't know how editing works, but yeah, today we're going to be talking about the top 5 legendaries that you should be buying if you don't have legendaries already, because it's pretty important to not buy the wrong ones. You only get like a limited amount, and if you make the wrong choices, then you're left with like Sparky and stuff, and you can't do anything with it. So straight into it, number 5, I'm choosing Princess. This is because it opens up an entire new archetype to you in log bait. You can't really run bait without Princess. You can sort of do it with Dark Goblin, but it's not exactly the same because Princess is so much slower. She will only ever stay on your side of the board. There's no other way to kill her except for using a spell, unless of course you want to wait for it to get to the river, but you can't always afford to be doing that. And that fact makes her an incredibly powerful card. She'll just sit back and snipe loads of things from your side of the arena, or things that are attacking on your side of the arena, right? If like a minion horde comes in, she'll defend that positive trade and live, and your opponent still needs to kill her. She'll also work at getting things on your opponent's side. If they have a building, you can easily snipe it down with a Princess, and she'll last pretty long for free elixir. Overall, she's great on defense, defending a lot of units that you didn't think she would. Princess is a pretty high skill cap card, which means once you buy her, you'll need to learn her, but that's a good thing, because now you've got all that time with your one legendary in Princess to learn, level up with, and become unstoppable with. And in 4th place, I'm putting Electro Wizard, just for being one of the best defensive units in the entire game. His stun means that he'll kill a lot of units on defense, especially melee ones that can't really reach him. His stun means he'll keep them at bay with your crown tower and his own damage to kill them. His spawn zap also helps out against the bait decks you mentioned earlier of Princess, so that's ultra useful, especially on ladder. And usually after defending, he's still alive, so will counter push. If you're running a giant deck, you can usually put a giant in front of him and he'll be pretty good on that counter push. His split bolt means it'll stun multiple units on offense, giving your offensive units more time, and hence giving them the advantage when pushing and ultimately getting you more damage, so basically he's just an ultra good unit. In 3rd place, non-surprisingly, is the Log. Spells are undoubtedly the most important thing in the game. They're the only things that you can put anywhere in the arena, and that's why Log comes in 2nd. 2nd? 3rd. I mean, I was close. Gaining another small spell opens up a variety of decks that you couldn't use before, because a lot of decks do need their specific small spell. Small spells also run in every meta deck across the game ever. There is not a deck that doesn't run a small spell because they are so crucial. Big spells you can sort of miss out on, but you'll always need these small spells, and that's why Log is so valuable. Graveyard, Miner, Expo, and Bait all require Log or Barbarian Barrel in those decks, and if you don't have your Bar Barrel level, then unlocking Log will help you exponentially. That's a big word for me. And just having those archetypes available to play whenever you want to is really crucial, especially with monthly balance changes. Because say Expo gets like 100% HP nerf, then you can switch to something else that uses Log, and if you didn't have the Log, then you couldn't do that before. Did I say 100% HP nerf? That's a little over the top for anything. In actual 2nd place is not the Log, but instead it is the Bandit. And that's undoubtedly because she is the best offensive unit in the game right now. She'll fit into most archetypes if you want to force her in, although she's not traditionally used in many. If you're like a Hog or an Expo deck, you can use Bandit in it. It's not going to kill you, and that's why Bandit's so great. Although those decks most efficiently don't run Bandit, but you can put it into anything is my point. It works on defense to dash around units and get you value. It works as support behind a tank because then you're just giving the Bandit more HP, and it works on offense alone because it gets so much damage per elixir. It's very difficult to counter, and if you're a newer player, you'll be facing other newer players, and they might have no idea how to counter a Bandit, and that'll lead to you just getting a ton of damage whilst playing on ladder. In general, she does just teach you how to punish play, and if you don't have Bandit and want teaching on that, then I'll leave a video in the top right for you to click. Punish plays are like a very fundamental core to Clash Royale though, so I would suggest that. But the Bandit herself, she teaches you it because that's how you use that card. And finally, in top spot, to nobody's surprise whatsoever, is the Miner. And the reason I say to nobody's surprise is because he's been in top spot for like probably over a year now. That card is insane. He's versatile, he has his own archetype, he fits into most other archetypes, and he's the only troop that can be placed anywhere on the arena. And that's invaluable because only spells actually do this, and he's a tanky unit, so that is crucial. You'll see with swarms, if you just tank for them with a miner, your opponent can't really do too much, and you get that swarm DPS with the miner self on the tower, and it's pretty much insane. He has a ton of versatile techniques as well, and I made an entire video dedicated to just tips with the miner. That's how insane this unit is, so I'll leave a video to that as well, just to prove my point. But yeah, those are my top 5 legendaries and which order you should be buying them in if you don't have legendaries already. I think it's pretty crucial to know, as I explained in the start of the video, because you only get limited legendaries, and having the right ones is important. So now you know if you're free to play and only have that 40k gold, you'll probably be picking up a miner, although if any of the other ones on this list, you know, take your fancy, then go for them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope the insight was useful, and peace.